Welcome to DZBT14, Messenger of the Crimson Moon. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So I wanted to dig into how DZBT14 is kind of acting in the very early stages of the day here. Youthberg is absurdly crazy, man. This is 79,000 yen. This is next to the Belforia. Holy crap, man, those are expensive. And then, of course, the Exceedance coming down here at 39.80. Interesting. Our DSR coming in at 29.8, which is actually pretty cheap. Now, FFRs, this set, I'll be honest with you, like, looking at this set, there's nothing in here that, like, screams absurdly broken to me. Like, yeah, Varga's Mystic is good, and, like, Youthberg was, like, a cool change of pace, but, like, I don't know, there's nothing in here that just looks good to me. It feels kind of like a filler set, but I think time will kind of change that up. Your Youthberg's definitely some of the top end to be expected here. A lot of people are very excited for that. The Knight of Grace doing its job. Belfioria, the Maid. I do think a lot of people are excited for the Maid deck. It plays a little bit more unique than a lot of the other decks, and I think that's kind of nice. Your Phantom Beast, or, you know, the Moon Deity. Poor guy. I wish this card was slightly better, but I don't think it really is. But a lot of the FFRs doing alright. SRs, well, looks like, a lot of these got wiped already. Holy crap, Youthbergs were decent. The Mystic had some value the way it looks, but the rest of these dipped down pretty quickly here. Zero's Phantom also had a little bit of value. The Scales, oh wow, those are very, very cheap. Belfiore coming in at 1980. Triple R's, okay. So the Youths are 500s, Phantom 780. Guabliella's 280, super cheap. The Phantom Beast coming in at 780, of course. I mean, Blangwire is looking pretty fun. I'm not going to lie about that. The Zero Dragon here, 1280, which is fine. And then it looks like your Grace got wiped out. Belfiore also got wiped out of this. Double R's or anything down here, it's super crazy. Obliterate Dragon at 220. Looks like the Moon reprint is 1480. It's crazy that we're 2 sets in and this stupid Moon reprint is still as crazy as it is. And it looks like all of the rares are doing decently well. 120 yen on this. And then I believe we have FRs down here, which 420 on the Direful Doll, 420 on the other Direful Doll. Looks like, I think for the most part, oh yeah, we also have the Yakuza cards, 79.80. I do think that the foil of this is probably one of my favorites. Like, such a beautifully, nicely done card. But I mean, like, you're competing to pull across how many of these, you know, secret rares. EXs, I mean, these are all very cheap. Typically in fashion with a lot of these collabs, you know, so much of it ends up being super cheap. The clown is so frickin' hilarious. But this set looks to be about, I want to say, average. There's nothing in here that screams super crazy to me, except for like maybe the Mystic, the Youthberg stuff is okay. But in terms of meta application, we'll have to see like how much this set changes up. You know, giving some new life to Reziel is an improvement, but you know, we'll see where this goes. Descent of the King of Knights. This is actually kind of unusual. When you search for Cardfight Vanguard and search for best selling, it looks like these booster packs for set 1 have actually been moving. Somebody just bought 90 of these at $1.99 a piece. Now, in terms of set 1, I mean, like, a lot of these former SPs, you wouldn't think that these are worth, you know, money, but because the game is so old, we've actually spawned a little bit of a collector base now coming in at decent amounts. I mean, 25, 30. Lozenge Megas is also up there. Cocos are non-existent. You wouldn't think that, you know, looking at some of these cards, old Wyvern Guard Baris are also up. But a lot of these former prints have actually just kind of exploded up in value over time. So it's kind of something interesting to talk about when you look at Vanguard is like, having an actual collector's market is such a different aspect than what we're used to seeing. Penetrate Dragon Tribash. So I'm not really surprised to see this going up, because you got to remember, in terms of your application with the One Moon deck, I mean, you're just going to start loading up crits on your guy, and you make some free soul with this. I don't think a lot of people realize that, you know, this card is entirely generic in the functionality that it has within the deck. So it's kind of something fun to think about here is, you know, Tribash actually has usability, and I mean, the holo version creeping on up there too. It's pretty crazy. Your Fated One of Ever-Changing Kaisrain Cadenza. You know, if you were wanting to build Kaisrain, this is actually pretty cool. These have gone down a lot. And I mean, like, truly a lot. This is such a good thing to see. But good news, everybody. You can build Kaisrain a little bit cheaper. Nebula Knight's Path to the Broken Wallet. They've actually come down. I mean, like, this is going to be the cycle you're going to see. You're going to see the $100 copies swing on up, and then you're going to watch the pendulum swing on down as the market tries to decide, you know, what's this card actually worth. But for your time being, it looks like you have one cheap listing at 91. They have 5 of them. So, you know, if there was a time you wanted to pick these up, it's definitely a little bit better now. The straight scale, Argo Siren support. So you do know we did get some new Argo Siren stuff today, or yesterday, which does kind of make the deck seem a little bit more fun, which is fine. You know, you got to kind of take the culmination of good stuff where you can kind of get it, but it looks like $3 on up to $3.50 for these. And, you know, we can't forget the Argo Siren themselves, $55. And it looks like, you know, you're up to $3 a piece on the Calliopeas. But I mean, like, the rest of the Argo Siren stuff kind of just drops down pretty quickly in terms of your value, which is kind of nice, actually. A little bit refreshing. Knight of Distant Bow Almova, your Liliel support. Just kind of keep an eye on the Liliel stuff. I see these do kind of escalate on up to $6 to $7 over time. You know, the little snowball effect, as we've been pretty used to seeing. And then, of course, Cindy's. Holy crap, man. The amount of hype that is happening right now, because new Virina is coming, or new Nirvana is coming, $46, $136, $10. The fact that these have, like, crazily gone up at the rate they have is nuts to me. Oh, well, hello there. You just don't want to show me Judgment Arms. $68 on these. These have gone a little bit crazy, but these are $27 a piece right now on Virinas. $40 on the SRs. That's crazy. Also, the energy marker for now. You have one listing here, and it's the Japanese one for $275. These just got wiped out. More things you know for $500. Avarice Wrestlers are still 25s, and $18. These have actually gone down, which is kind of nice. But if you still want to play, you know, the deck, it's still going to be a little expensive. And Night Roses, oh boy, $3,400, by the way. You have one sale of $1,500, and then another one just populates. But also, in terms of this set, I mean, Happiness Collectors are $75. Night Roses are $45s for those. Lukier's $238, LOL. 36s for the PGs. It's really kind of impressive just to see, like, how this era of stuff has actually gone up. Midnight Bunnies are at 15s now. The Shaharats have actually hit 60. Card Dealer Jacqueline's are actually pretty cheap. These quick tickets, too, are also pretty cheap, which I kind of think of as a little bit of improvement. The starter for Dark Irregulars, a whole $8 now. I will say, like, I had $9 Murakumo quick shields. Some of those quick shields, though, for like the super, super popular clans, are crazy to think about. But a set like this is decently aged pretty well, I feel like. You know, the top end is still doing the top end things, but, you know, I look forward to kind of seeing, you know, where the rest of the market is going to take us here as time kind of develops with all of this. But outside of that, that is your market today, and it is a pretty interesting place, you know. Vanguard really picking up with some of the collector's market is a little bit more surprising than I kind of expected, but it's not crazy. So leave a comment down below to what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. Check Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCOL40 on checkout, save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool playmats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.